Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lobo Lounge. I'm Frank Mercogliano, filling in for Robert Portnoy, who will be back in a couple of days. And with us in the Lobo Lounge from Lobo Track Field, cross country, Charlotte Prouse. Charlotte, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Now, you're from Canada. You're wearing the Canadian track and field jacket. Are you in Canada or are you in Albuquerque?
I'm still in Albuquerque, just hanging out, enjoying the sunshine, and waiting to see if my mom can get across the border at some point.
I would imagine that's got to be a really tough thing, trying to figure all that out as an international student athlete. Do you feel like this whole situation with COVID-19 and the kind of the waiting game you've had to play has been tougher because you're from Canada and having to deal with that?
Yes and no. I think it's nice because my mom works at the hospital back home, so she is, directly involved with people that are have COVID-19. So it's a little bit nice to kind of not be exposed at such a high level to that. But it's definitely hard with, my entire family is back there, so I don't get to see them. And my mom's supposed to come out on July 3rd, and we were going to drive back for the summer, but I'm not sure if she'll be allowed to get in the country yet. So it's difficult, just like not knowing if I'll even be able to like go home at all. But I have my fingers crossed that if it's safe to do so, I can go home for a little bit.
And July 3rd, you just missed Canada Day. You missed it by a couple of days.
I know. Yeah, but she gets to be here for July 4th, and it's a bigger celebration here, so she's never experienced it. So hopefully I don't know, it'll be a weird one, but hopefully we'll still see some sort of fireworks or something.
Sure. Well, now, speaking of weird ones, you specialize in maybe the weirdest event that there is, because you can run around a track, but someone decided we're going to put a giant pit of water and make people jump over it. How did you get involved in the steeplechase?
I didn't start it until I was in my final year of high school, and back home it's a 1,500 meter steeplechase up until like our national meet with club, but in high school it was 1,500 meters, and it was much different than the 3K, obviously, but it was just an event that I'd always watched and always wanted to try. And since I knew I was going to the US, and I wanted to try an event that I thought I could be really good at and make national teams and make national meets and hopefully the Olympics whenever they happen, that it was a pretty good opportunity to seize and try something new. And luckily for me, I have a pretty broad sports background, so I think that helped a lot as well. And yeah, I just really loved it. Even Coach Jimmy here at UNM, he thinks it's really strange how much I love the water pit, because normally that's like everyone's least favorite part, but like I look forward to it every lap. So it's super strange, and I've had my moments where I've really questioned why I do it, because my freshman year when I was at UW, I broke my wrist in 2 places. The second water pit at our conference meet. So there's definitely been times where I've questioned why I've done it, but it's super fun. It's an interesting event to watch and compete in.
As I watch people just run around and go over that, I question it too. Wayne Kalati just got a couple of All-American honors, and she now has 13. She is the most decorated track and field cross-country athlete in the history of the university as far as All-American awards. She has 13. Alice Wright had 11. You're not far behind. You have 8 in your career. Do you ever think about that, the fact that you have 8 All-America honors?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, all of those All-American honors have come while I've been here at UNM. So in the span of, I guess now 2 years, because, 2019 I didn't have cross-country, and, we didn't have indoor and outdoor this year. So it's pretty crazy that, those awards have all come within a 2-year span. And, I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I've had here at UNM. And I can't imagine where I would be if I hadn't have, come here and run for the turquoise. So it's crazy. It's been a really exciting couple of years. And The coaches here and the team have set me up really well for, the hopefully, 10 years to come. So yeah, I'm very fortunate, and it's been really exciting to be a part of a program that just continues to get better and better somehow. So I'm excited to see what everyone's able to do in the next coming years as well, even when my time here is done.
We're wrapping up here with Charlotte Prouse of the cross country and track and field program. You might have heard her mention the turquoise because the team, when they go to the national championships, is sort of a way to differentiate. They wear the turquoise jerseys as opposed to the cherry. As we wrap it up, I do want to end with this. I'm a big fan of waffles. I have waffles my wife and I have them every Sunday morning without fail. It's a wonderful time for us. You are also a large fan of waffles. You bring a waffle maker on the road with you when you guys travel. There was a thing about bringing it to the national championships for cross country a couple of years ago that got into the question and answer session. Talk a little. Can you quickly, in about a minute, talk about the waffles?
Yeah, so I'm allergic to gluten, so breakfast pre-race is sometimes hard to come by when you're in the middle of nowhere in Indiana for a cross country meet. But I just decided it was a little bit easier when races are super early for cross country to just bring my own waffle maker that I can use in the hotel room, and I bring my own mix, and it's super easy, and it just became like a thing. Like, so people found out about it on Flow Track, and then it just blew up. But yeah, hopefully when races start up again, I'll have some people bringing their own mix, and we can have a little party the morning of a race.
Put a few blueberries in there for a little
yeah.
fruit.
Oh yeah, I chuck loads of chocolate chips in there. That's for sure.
Oh, that's a waffle after my own heart. Charlotte, Be safe. Thanks for joining us in the Lobo Lounge, and we'll see you racing here soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, this has been Frank Mercogliano. I've been with Charlotte Prouse on the Lobo Lounge. Thanks for tuning in, and go Lobos.